Yo, what's up guys? Okay, so this is going to be a fishing video, but my top followers are going to be at the end of the video. Watch the video, then stay for the end for my top 3 favorite followers. So here we go.
All right guys, we have made it to the pond.
Thing I was kind of scared about. 'Cause I haven't been over here.
You can catch a fish probably out of that over there, I bet. We'll catch one, but that one is gonna be worked for. Oh, there's one. Oh, what a big one. He's in the grass. That's not a bad one. Come here. Oh, there's fish number 1 on a stick bait. As I let this be the intro for the video, Connor's taking us to this beautiful Alabama pond right here. We're gonna do a little bit of fall time bass, big mouth bass fishing. We're trying to figure them out. We were out here for about 10 minutes, didn't get a bite. We were talking about how we probably weren't gonna catch any. Then, right when we start talking about that, of course we start to catch them. Try and get the hook out of without hooking ourselves. Yes, that's fish number 1 on our homemade stick bait. Maybe about 6-7 pounds. We'll give him about a pound. See you later, dude. We're gonna let him go right here. Give him a little. I'm sorry for dripping. This fish number 1. Let's see if we can't get on another big mouth bass in here. Oh, there was another one. I just missed him. He had ate that all the way. There's another one, back-to-back cast. I've been doing that here lately for some reason. Catching fish on back-to-back casts, which normally doesn't happen, so. Oh, old Connor got one over there. Looks like it might be a decent one. Is it a good one? Hey, old Connor got him a big mouth bass. There we go. Connor got himself a big mouth bass. Big mouth number 2 of the trip. Hopefully we can get on about 30-40 more fish a piece out here. It's my first time at this pond. I think Connor's been here once before. And we're just out here trying not to kill any fish. Not gonna say any names, but just kidding. Out here just living life and trying to catch big mouth bass. So let me get back to it. You got it, man.
No, I don't.
You got it. We'll have Connor linked down below. I'll link his Instagram. Y'all roast him in the comments. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. He lives. He's alive. We're gonna go ahead and let him go. Oh guys, we love. Oh,
He's gonna come back.
he's good. Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can't get ourselves another big mouth bass. Maybe there'll be one sitting right there. Well guys, Connor just got himself another big mouth bass. Oh, there was something. I feel that 100%. They just kind of scared me. I'm in the grass. We're just gonna kind of pray that we don't encounter. We're just gonna pray that we don't encounter a snake. Well, like the size you're on. I've gotten bit twice. One was like really small. All right. Well guys, we're leaving the first pond onto the second pond. We caught 2. I caught 1, Connor caught 3. So he's currently in the lead. No competition or anything, but just saying, he's currently in the lead. Beating me by 1 fish, but we're on the way to the second pond. Hopefully we can get on some big mouth bass there. Anything you want to say?
You got a fish to catch him.
Got a fish to catch them. Fish them hard. Have a good day. Yeah, what's up guys? We have made it to the second pond and we are gonna fish it. I don't know where I was going with that. I think I'm gonna switch over and throw a crankbait this time. I have this little small crankbait tied on, and hopefully we can get ourselves a big mouth bass on this crankbait. It looks pretty fally out here. The leaves are changing and such. It's pretty pretty. I like it. So we're gonna switch over and try to get us some big mouth bass on our crankbait here. So here we go. Y'all will know about it first when I catch a 10-pounder out of this pond. Oh, there's one. First cast on our crankbait. It's a light bass. Look how light he is. That is most definitely a big mouth bass. Where are those pliers at? I don't play with treble. Oh, we don't need them. Okay, don't go down there. Let me help you. Look, that's big mouth number one. First cast. We love first cast fish on our little crankbait. So we're gonna go ahead and toss him back and get back out there. See you later. Say it again. Yeah, probably. Gave him a little head knock. I honestly think this is my first fish catching on this rod and reel. Oh, is that another one? Oh, I lied. I'm so scared of treble hooks now, guys. It's not even funny. Like, I actually have a legit fear of treble hooks. Oh my gosh, get the net. I kind of want to call a fish on this cast. I think I'm going to catch one. It'd probably help if the crankbait ran straight. Oh, there's another one. That's a better one. We could get him out of the... Oh, he came off. My dumb self was trying to raise him up out of those logs. Oh, man. He got stuck in a little tree right there. Stupid tree. Oh, that was a better fish, though. It's probably... I give him about 2. It wasn't a monster, but definitely a upgrade from the previous. Maybe we can get one of those to come back. I could have landed that fish. Maybe if I would have just stepped down a little bit, we could have added 1 to the count, but hey, no biggie, no big deal. Connor just had one come off on his crankbait. Even baits for fall fish is always a move. Wish I had a spinnerbait this time. Ooh, I should do my top 3 or 5 favorite fall baits. Guys, I didn't turn the camera back on, but I caught another fish. Caught him up under the gills. How about that? Look at that. Caught him upside down. Try to eat it upside down. Dude, you know your mouth was like the other way. Well, that's fish number 2, 3. Well, number 2 came out, so that's fish number 3. Camera wasn't on, of course, but we caught him, I promise. Your name is Tyler, I guess. See you later. Fist bump. Oh, let's see if we can't get another big mouth bass while we're here.
Very tragic.
Connor's hooked himself a monster over there. You need a little push?
Wait.
Well, guys, we got Mr. Connor here. He, got Mr. Connor here going to retrieve a crankbait he dropped. He tried to throw his rod at it while the crankbait was under the water. Oh, gosh. It's taking the row of shame. Apparently, the crankbait is a $10 crankbait. I told him I'd hook his rod and bring it in, but he wants the crankbait too, so we're going to let him go do his thing. Oh, he's going to get it off. It's going to be funny when the boat flips. Dude, there's a gator. Watch out.
For real?
I'm over here cracking jokes, and I dropped my camera in the water trying to be funny. And just amazing. Your rod was dirty. We were talking about that.
Videos on how to wash out the grips.
Oh, yeah. Before we started the video, we were actually talking about how dirty Connor's rods are. So this is actually just an attempt for him to wash them. There you go, he got it. If you catch an 8-pounder, I'm gonna swim out there and flip the boat over. When it's about dark, I'm not really sure the GoPro will be able to see. But after this video is over, like the fishing portion of it, stay tuned because I'm gonna talk about my top 3 favorite lures for fall time bass fishing. I'll go ahead and give you one of them. They're not gonna be in any order, but crankbait will definitely be in that list. Or we might turn the GoPro back on and see if we can't catch another big mouth. We got a couple more minutes maybe to fish. I'm not really sure how good the GoPro will be able to see. We'll just shoot for it anyway. But yeah, we're gonna fish a little bit more, see if we can't pull out another big mouth bass. Here we go. No, I'm being dead serious, something did. Yeah, it probably is.
Yo, focus, there we go. What's up, guys? So we had a pretty good day of fishing. I hate I lost that fish. I feel like that could have been a decent fish for this time of year, or in a pond this time of year at least. So these lures that I'm gonna show you as far as my top 3 favorite fall lures go, it's going to be like for pond fishing, because that's mostly what I've done. I haven't done too much of pond fishing on the channel this year, but I've done a lot like previous and stuff like that. So fall, my go-to is normally any type of moving bait. Like if I'm going to the pond for the first time. For the most part, I'm gonna throw a moving bait, whether that be like a crankbait, little spinner bait. For ponds, I love small spinner baits. I think those are like a really underrated lure for ponds. The little small spinner baits and swim baits with underspin. So I'm gonna go through and talk a little bit more in depth about each one. First things first is I like a crankbait. This is a bigger size one for a pond. I probably wouldn't throw this in a pond. This is like a 8 to 10 to 12 foot diving big crankbait. But this is the one that was on hand currently. So this is a it's like a 20 foot diving crankbait, which I probably won't throw this big of a crankbait in a pond, but lake, just depending on where the fish are at, this might be perfect. This might be right where it's sitting at, so you can just drag it right across their face. So something like this, I think, is a great pond lure. Just moving baits in the fall, guys, I'm telling you. Fish are attracted to moving bait. So lure number 1 is gonna be a crankbait. I would not throw a super deep diving crankbait. Something that's not gonna scrub the bottom or work on the bottom, but just depending on how deep your pond is, something that's like between that 5 to like 12 foot range, depending on how deep your pond is. Lure is going to be one of these little micro spinner baits. I actually found this in my room not too long ago. So these little micro spinner baits, guys. These are another lure that I feel like I really slept on for some reason. Like these little micro spinner baits, you can catch a lot of fish. This is kind of like a stick bait in the fall for me. Like fishing a stick bait slow, this could replace a stick bait, because I mean, just as the small presentation, but it still has that, it's still big enough. You can put a trailer on it, you can put a small crawl or something like that on it. Of course, the spinnerbait size, the blades gives off a little bit of flash and vibration. So, get you a nice big mouth bass on a small spinnerbait in the fall. All right, so first 2 lures, crankbait, spinnerbait. 2 great lure options for fall time big mouth bass fishing. My 3rd favorite fall time lure is going to be, I caught a lot of fish on these lures before, like in ponds, before I started doing YouTube. Oh, I don't have any of those hooks. I know I don't have any of those hooks. You're just gonna have to take my word for the hook part, or the rigging portion of this. All right, so last is gonna be like a little paddle swim bait like this, like a little paddle tail swim bait. These are really good year round. It really doesn't matter when you're fishing these. Like you can catch fish on these fall, winter, spring. But one of these, Texas rig on like a 5/0 hook with a underspin, like a little blade under the hook. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a spinner bait. Let me explain it to you. It's kind of like this spinner bait blade right here, but it's gonna sit under the hook and it's gonna give off a little bit of a shimmy to your swim bait, and that is a great way to catch fish in a pond. I need to get some of those hooks. I know I don't have any because I lost my last one a couple days ago. If I had $20 to go into Bass Pro and I had to go into any pond in Alabama to catch fall time bass, probably gonna come out with a crankbait, one of these little micro spinner baits, and the little Berkley power swimmer. I just find that smaller profile in ponds normally does a little bit better. Kind of like same thing as crankbait. Like I wouldn't throw a 20 foot diving crankbait, because first of all, your pond's more than likely isn't gonna be 20 feet if you're walking around the bank. You're just gonna be dragging the bottom, and it's not gonna really do too much of good. I feel like not enough people throw these, and this could be a key to catching fish in your pond. Guys, those are my top 3 favorite fall lures. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support on the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see any like challenge videos, want to see me fish a crazy lure, which I've been looking for crazy lures. I feel like I've like ran out of options as far as that goes. Any challenges, anything like that you want to see me do, just let me know down below in the comments. Be like, hey, you should do this, this, and this, and I'll read it and be like, you know, that's a good idea. I probably should do that. So, I appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a good day.